The Terminator franchise has always fascinated audiences with its gripping blend of action and science fiction, but one detail has consistently puzzled fans. Why do time travelers, including the iconic Terminators, have to arrive in the past completely naked? Since the debut of James Cameron's 1984 classic The Terminator, this peculiar rule has been a defining feature of the series. Whether it's Arnold Schwarzenegger's imposing T-800 or Michael Biehn's determined Kyle Reese, every time traveler is subjected to this strange limitation. While the franchise has provided an explanation for this rule, it has also left room for questions and even a few glaring plot holes. In the Terminator universe, time travel is made possible through advanced technology known as time displacement equipment, or TDE. However, this futuristic device comes with a critical restriction. It can only transport living tissue. This limitation is tied to the way the machine generates the bioelectric field necessary for time travel. Without this interaction with living tissue, the process simply doesn't work. This explains why inorganic materials like clothes or weapons can't make the journey. While this rule ensures consistency in the story, it also raises the stakes for time travelers. They arrive in the past exposed and vulnerable, forced to quickly adapt by stealing clothes and weapons from their surroundings.
Your clothes. Give them to me. Now. F you, asshole!
But what about Terminators, which are essentially robots? The answer lies in their unique construction. Skynet, the malevolent AI behind the Terminators, designed its T-800 models with synthetic living tissue grafted onto their metal endoskeletons. This tissue, indistinguishable from human skin, serves multiple purposes. Not only does it allow Terminators to infiltrate human populations, but it also enables them to utilize the TDE. This synthetic flesh is impressively lifelike, capable of bleeding, sweating, and even aging, which further enhances the Terminator's ability to pass as humans. While this tissue serves as a clever disguise, its primary function in the context of time travel is to satisfy the requirements of the TDE.
I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
The rule applies equally to human characters like Kyle Reese, who also arrive naked when they time travel. Their lack of clothing or equipment underscores their vulnerability and heightens the tension of their missions. For audiences, it's a reminder of the high stakes and immediate danger the characters face upon arrival in an unfamiliar era. This narrative choice adds a layer of realism to an otherwise fantastical concept, making the characters' struggles feel more grounded. However, this rule has not been without its criticisms. One major plot hole arises from the fact that Skynet could theoretically wrap other non-living objects in living tissue to bypass the TDE's restrictions. For instance, why doesn't Skynet send advanced weapons back in time encased in tissue, equipping its Terminators with futuristic technology?
You don't feel any emotion about it one way or another?
No. I have to stay functional until the mission is complete.
This oversight seems particularly glaring given Skynet's supposed intelligence and ruthless efficiency. Instead, Terminators are left to scavenge for weapons in the past, a limitation that often puts them at a disadvantage. Despite this inconsistency, the naked time travel rule has remained a cornerstone of the franchise across its many iterations. From Terminator Genesis to the animated Terminator Zero, this rule has been consistently upheld, lending a sense of continuity to the ever-evolving Terminator timeline. Some spin-offs, like Terminator Zero, delve deeper into the mechanics of the TDE, providing additional context for how the technology works.
You're traveling to a past that never took place. Time flows in a simple straight line.
These explanations reinforce the idea that living tissue is not just a storytelling gimmick, but a critical element of the franchise's internal logic. James Cameron's decision to include this rule was likely influenced by more than just technical considerations. By forcing time travelers to arrive without resources, the story gains an added layer of urgency and suspense. The characters must think on their feet, finding clothing and tools to survive in a hostile environment. This narrative device keeps the audience engaged and underscores the high stakes of the characters' missions. While the naked time travel rule is an iconic part of the Terminator mythos, it also invites questions about whether the franchise should evolve its depiction of time travel. For some fans, the rule feels outdated and restrictive, particularly in light of the plot holes it creates. Others argue that it is a defining feature of the series, one that sets it apart from other sci-fi stories.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Regardless of where you stand, it's clear that this rule has become an integral part of the Terminator experience. adding both tension and intrigue to its unforgettable tales of survival and resistance. As the franchise continues to expand, with new entries and spin-offs exploring the universe in greater detail, it will be interesting to see if the naked time travel rule remains a constant or if it evolves to address its inconsistencies. Until then, it stands as a quirky yet essential element of one of science fiction's most enduring sagas. Whether it's an ingenious piece of sci-fi logic or a convenient plot device, the naked truth about Terminator time travel is undeniably fascinating. What do you think? Should this rule evolve in future Terminator stories, or is it an essential part of the saga? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite movies and franchises. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Hello, calories. It is nice to meet you.